Welcome viewers. A top focus at this hour. Two laborers after building collapses in Noida's Gautam Budh Nagar. Rescue operations are in fact currently underway. Now, the incident occurred within the jurisdiction of Sector 142 police station, sparking panic in the surrounding areas. We understand two laborers have been killed. In fact, following the collapse, police arrived at the scene and took the contractor and the supervisor into custody as part of the ongoing investigation. But that is the major news we're getting at this hour. Two laborers have been killed right after a building collapsed in Noida's Gautam Budh Nagar. Rescue operations are currently underway, and this incident, viewers, took place within the jurisdiction of Sector 142 police station. It has sparked panic in the surrounding areas, and following the collapse, police arrived at the scene, and it has in fact taken the contractor and the supervisor into custody as investigation still continues in the case. But unfortunate news coming to light from Noida. This is where two laborers in fact have been killed because of a building collapse that took place in Noida. Now, at this point, we understand that police is present on the spot. All right, my colleague Shambhavi now joins me with more details. Shambhavi, how did this collapse take place? And we understand that two laborers have been killed as a result.
Well, there is a correction. There is a scaffolding collapse which happened and not a building. We are right outside that building in which the scaffolding has collapsed, causing two laborers their life. And we are here just outside. We are showing you even outside. The irony is that there are a lot of site safety danger construction worker posters which is there just outside it. We are also going to show you inside, and we are going to show you the exact position from where both the laborers went. And this is very important to point out that this is yet another case of civic apathy that we can see. There's another case of civic apathy in Noida in just a month. This is probably the third case that we are seeing. And we are also showing you the exact location. That is where the scaffolding collapsed. Both those laborers fell down and they lost their lives. There were two laborers among several laborers who were working. But at this particular position where the scaffolding collapsed, and that costed both the laborers their life. And we can see in this case, this is the second case within the past 3 weeks, where we have seen just 2 weeks ago, there was a young man who lost his life after falling in the pit of an under construction building, where the authorities failed to cover that pit. And even after after reaching to his father that he wants to be saved, he's drowning, he could not be saved. And now we see today that two laborers who were working here, who were earning bread for their family, it costed them their lives, because there is a huge glaring gap between the authorities actually taking care of all the requirements that should be fulfilled by the constructor and the supervisors of the building. And the investigation is currently undergoing in this case, where the constructor and supervisor has been arrested, and they are being questioned at the moment. Several officials have also visited this place, be it DCP, be it SDM, and other officials, other police officials are constantly, they are visiting this place. They are taking note of the condition of this building. And even right now, you can see that there are some officials present here. They are taking note of what actually caused the accident, or what is the details. We also overheard that they were discussing about who's the owner of the building, and other such details were being, discussed. And we can see that again, this is the case. This is the case of civic apathy, where the authorities have yet again failed to make it a point that they are fulfilling each and every guideline or each and every requirement which is required by a constructor to be fulfilled, to make sure that this every under construction building is fulfilled. We also have an official with us who's going to be speaking to us in a short while. He's currently actually indulged, but we'll also take you to speak to him. And
shuttering है उसको ठीक करते हुए दो श्रमिकों की डेथ हुई है।
अच्छा, ये क्या कोई लापरवाही की बात सामने आ रही है इसमें?
ये जांच का विषय है। जैसे ही सूचना मिली हम लोगों ने अटेंड किया और 2 जो श्रमिक जिनकी डेथ हुई है, एक बिहार राज्य का है, एक झारखंड राज्य से हैं और श्रमिकों के परिवार वालों को क्या हम सहायता कर सकते हैं, इसलिए श्रम विभाग के अधिकारी भी हमारे साथ हैं। हम जो संभव सहायता होगी और पूरी संवेदनशीलता के साथ पीड़ित परिवार के साथ यहाँ का प्रशासन खड़ा है।
सेफ्टी नॉर्म्स को लेकर कोई नेग्लिजेंस की बात सामने आई?
ये एक जांच का विषय है और जो भी संबंधित हैं वो जांच करके जो भी कार्रवाई होगी की।
सर, ये ऐसा तीसरा केस है जो भी सामने आया है नोएडा में। इससे पहले भी कुछ 2-3 हफ्ते पहले भी ऐसा केस आया था। आपको क्या लगता है, क्या दिक्कत आ रही है, क्या ऐसा गैप आ रहा है रूल्स फॉलो करने में या कंस्ट्रक्शन रूल्स फॉलो करने में कि बार बार नोएडा ऐसे हादसे देख रहा है?
ये घटना अलग प्रकृति की है और प्रत्येक घटना के पीछे जो भी कारण होते हैं उनकी जांच की जाती है और ये इंश्योर किया जाता है कि भविष्य में इस प्रकार से पुनरावृत्ति ना हो। Thank you.
Thank you.
So as you can hear him saying that they are going to make sure that the families of the laborers who have lost their lives in this unfortunate incident, they will be taken care of. They'll see that what kind of monetary help can be given to them or other kind of help, anything which makes their life or makes their misery a little better. And also when asked about what about the constant cases that Noida is witnessing in the case of civic apathy, whereas we have already, Republic is telling you that there has been several such cases in Noida in the past couple of months where we can see that there's a glaring gap between the authorities taking care of their responsibilities of making sure that every construction laws are being followed and that such incidents are avoided. He said that each and every such incident has their own nature and has their own reason, and after each such accident, we make sure that the case is being investigated, which according to us it is not a satisfiable answer. But this is the case we are constantly reporting. We'll bring you the latest updates of this investigation, what comes forward, what was actually the cause. Back to you.
Right, of course, Shambhavi, another case of civic apathy coming to light from Noida where negligence has cost lives. This time it's about 2 laborers who were present at that under construction building where a scaffolding collapsed, killing them both. Now let's also listen in as to what the workers' family has to say on this incident. Take a listen.
सर, हुआ था क्या, ऊपर से जो उन लोग सेटिंग वाला काम कर रहा था, हाँ। भाड़ा का कोई कमी होगा या कोई चीज का दिक्कत होगा, ऊपर से वो लोग गिरा सीधा नीचे। हम लोग बेसमेंट में काम कर रहे थे, बेसमेंट में काम, इतने में कोई आदमी गया वहाँ हल्ला करते करते हम लोग आए ऊपर, देखते कि ऐसे ऐसे 2 आदमी को वहाँ देखे वर्तमान में कि 2 आदमी बिल्कुल बेहोश में पड़ा हुआ था। बाकी लोग जाल में फंसा हुआ था, 4 गिरे थे, बाकी वहाँ पे 2 फंसे हुए थे। इसी बीच में हम लोग आए, उन लोग को सेपरेट करते करते एम्बुलेंस वगैरह यहाँ वहाँ फ़ोन किए, बुलाए, ऐसे फिर।
And now we are shifting focus. Assam's Chief Minister